Hello everyone, welcome back. Happy Saturday. We've got another yoga flow for you today. As always, grab your mat if you have one, and if not, that's fine. And if you like to use any props, you can use those as well, such as blocks. You can use books for blocks instead. And I hope you guys are enjoying the yoga routines as well as our circuit workouts that are posted on our Facebook and Instagram, I believe Monday, Wednesday, Friday, every single week. So we have lots of options. Make sure to check those out. And we'll go ahead and get started. Find a comfortable seat on your mat. Sit on up nice and tall. Go ahead and close your eyes, relax the shoulders. And start to notice your breath. Don't try to alter it at all, just notice it as it is. Now we're going to start to make the breath a little longer. Inhale. Open the mouth, exhale. Through the nose, inhale. Open the mouth, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Start to make circles with your neck in either direction. Bringing your chin to your chest, your ear to your shoulder, head all the way back, opposite ear, opposite shoulder. And keep that going. Go ahead and make your way in the opposite direction now. And make your way back to a neutral position. We're going to take our left hand overhead, gently pull down, relaxing the shoulders. You can either stay here, or if you'd like a little extra, take that right hand and reach it out to the side. Continuing those nice, long, cleansing breaths, sitting up as tall as we can, not giving in to slouching. On your next exhale, go ahead and slowly release and switch the hands. Doing the same thing that you did on the opposite side, so either keeping your hand in your lap, or for a little extra, reaching it out to the side. On your next exhale, slowly release. You're going to take your right hand to your left knee. Take your left hand, reach it behind you, looking out over that back shoulder. You want to make sure you're sitting up nice and tall here, as always. And twisting poses are active, so with every exhale, try and twist a little deeper into it. Slowly make your way back to center, and then switch to the opposite side. Slowly making your way back to center, turning towards your left leg. You're going to start to walk your hands out. Only go as far as you can with keeping your sits bones connected to your mat. When you get that far, go ahead and melt over your legs, letting your head relax here. Take your hands, reach them to the center, and reach a little further. Now all the way to the opposite side. You should get a nice side stretch here as well. Slowly make your way back up. And we're going to come into our first down dog. Grounding into the earth with our toes and our fingers. Feel free to find some movement here as your body warms up. Making sure you're lifting those hips nice and tall, getting a nice stretch in the shoulders. Gaze comes forward, walk the feet to meet the hands, forward fold. We're going to take our hands to our opposite elbow and let your upper body sway side to side. Go ahead and drop the arms, tuck the chin to the chest, and slowly roll on up, landing with your hands at heart center. We're going to make our way through our first sun salutation, nice and slow together. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk or jump back, high to low plank chaturanga, into your upward facing dog, pushing back into down dog, staying here for 4 more breaths. We're going to lift the right foot into the air, sweeping it forward to the hands, dropping the back knee, low lunge. Front knee doesn't go over the toes, and bring your back hip, your left hip, forward slightly, and your right hip back slightly, squaring them to the front of your mat. If and when you're ready, lift the arms overhead. Dropping into your half split, hands frame the front foot, sit the hips back, flexing the front foot. Coming into your crescent lunge, coming forward, spiking the back toes, lifting onto the ball of the back foot. If and when you're ready, lift the arms overhead. As with every back bend, make sure you're not just arching, you're really lifting through the chest, engaging your shoulder blades, keeping a nice, safe, low back. One more breath here. Back foot meets the front foot, forward fold. This time, we're going to plank plant the hands, low lunge opposite side, right leg steps back, drop that knee, lift the arms overhead. Opening up the chest, sending the energy out. Sinking into your half split, frame that front foot, hips come back, flexing the left foot. Crescent lunge on this side, bringing it forward, spiking the back toes, lifting that chest. Now here you want to squeeze those legs together like you're zipping them up to keep a nice stable base for you. Back foot meets the front foot, forward fold. This time we're going to take the hands to the back of the legs, pulling ourselves in nice and close, getting a deeper stretch here. Pyramid pose on the right side, framing the right foot, left leg steps back. Making sure your hips are square to the front of the mat. Legs are relatively straight, but you still want soft knees. Back foot meets the front foot, forward fold, stepping right foot back, pyramid pose opposite side. Hands come all the way to the mat, left foot comes back, down dog. Now we're going to work through those again, but a little bit faster now. Go ahead and lift the right leg, sweeping it through low lunge. Staying here for a moment, sitting it back, half split. Coming forward, crescent lunge. Finally, hands come down, turn this into pyramid pose. Staying here for 4 breaths. Hands placed on the mat, down dog. Opposite side, lift the left leg, bring it through low lunge. Staying here for a moment, pushing back, half split. Coming up, crescent lunge. Hands come back down, pyramid pose. Back foot meets the front foot, tuck the chin to the chest, roll on up, landing with your hands at heart center. Coming into Tadasana or mountain pose, hands come to the sides, palms face forward, rooting through the feet, standing up as tall as you can like there's a hook, pulling your head up towards the ceiling. Feeling the energy down at the feet, shooting through your body. If you've lost your breath, take a moment to come back to it. Go ahead and drop the arms. Left leg steps back, warrior one. We have an angled back foot, again with that lift, making sure you're opening up the chest, squeezing the shoulder blades, not just dumping into the low back. Turning it out, warrior two, shifting that foot, coming in a little deeper if you can, checking in with the arms, making sure they're nice and even, not lopsided. Turning forward and adjusting if you need, warrior three. Arms can come behind or out in front, whichever is more comfortable for you. Hip is square to your mat. Bottom of your foot is facing the mat as well. Slowly place your right hand to the ground, turning it out for half moon. Now you can keep your hand on the ground, or you can play with coming up onto your fingertips. You can use a block here if you'd like, or if you're feeling adventurous, you can try and lift that right hand off the mat. Next exhale, slowly bring everything down to the mat, forward fold. Roll on up, tugging that chin to your chest. Great job, shake it out. Moving like a wave, we're coming into our next salutation. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk or jump back, chaturanga into upward dog, landing together into down dog, staying here for a few breaths. Opposite side, left leg lifts, coming into warrior one. Turning it out, warrior two. Seeing if you can get a little deeper into it. Turning forward and adjusting if you need before coming into warrior three. Again, arms can come behind or in front. You know what's next. Left hand comes down, open up, half moon. Everything comes back to the mat, forward fold. Chin comes to the chest, roll on up. Good, shake it out. Coming into another salutation, inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk or jump it back, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Pushing back into down dog. Noticing now that your body is nice and warm, how much, excuse me, further your heels can make it to the mat. Going through this again a little quicker on the opposite side. Right leg lifts, warrior one. Staying here for a moment. Turn it out, warrior two. Adjusting if you need before coming into warrior three. Hands come down, open up for half moon. Hands come back to the mat, so does the back foot. We're going to come into down dog. Resetting, left leg lifts, warrior one. Turning it out, warrior two. Turning back to the front, adjusting if you need, warrior three. Left hand comes to the mat. You already know what's coming. Oh, half moon. Everything comes back down to the mat. And we're going to come into child's pose. Push it all the way back. Pushing it back up to down dog. Really squeezing the fingertips into your mat. Trying to lift those hips as high as you can, pushing through those shoulders and engaging the shoulder blades. Right foot lifts, coming through crescent lunge. We're on the ball of that back foot. Coming forward, warrior three. Left leg steps back. We're going to turn into the wide edge of our mat, forward fold. Roll on up, keeping the legs wide. Go ahead and turn the feet a little bit. We're going to come into goddess. Engaging those shoulder blades. ahead and drop the arms, stand on up, back to the front of your mat. Right leg steps back this time. Warrior one, crescent lunge. Wow, crescent lunge. Bringing it forward, warrior three. Go ahead and place the feet together, standing on up. Heel toe the feet together, sitting your hips down, chair pose. Next, exhale, forward fold, walk the feet back, down dog. You're going to walk the hands back to your feet, bringing your feet to the edges of your mat, coming into Malasana. Hands placed to the mat, lift the hips for a wide leg forward fold once again. This time, try and take your hands and reach them through behind your legs. Bringing the hands back in front of the face, heel toe them together. Rolling on up, landing with your hands at heart center. We're going to make our way into some balancing poses. We're going to come into our chair pose. Arms lift, sitting the hips back. If and when you're ready, you're going to take that right foot and you're going to lift it off the ground, grounding down in your left foot only. The higher you lift it and the more you sit into it, the more challenging it will be. Without letting that right foot touch, go ahead and stand on up, cross it over, figure four, sit into it with your hands at heart center. Continue grounding down in your left foot. We've got one more. Let's make it into a tree pose. Right foot can come ankle, shin, or thigh as long as it's not on the knee. You can bring your hands to heart center, and when you're ready, grow your tree. One more breath, and slowly release, shake it out. Coming into our salutation, inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk or jump back, chaturanga, high to low plank. Upward facing dog. Back into down dog. we're going to do that all on the opposite side. Heel toe your feet together, coming into chair pose. Grounding down on that right foot. When you're ready, lift the left foot. Core is engaged. Make sure you don't give into an arch here as well. Tuck those hips, squeeze the glutes. Without letting that left foot touch, stand it up, cross it over, figure four. We've got one more breath here. When you're ready, turn it into a tree. Again, above or below the knee. You want to push your foot into your leg into your foot to help that balance. When you're ready, grow your tree. Next, exhale, release, shake it out. One last salutation here. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk or jump it back, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Pushing back into down dog. Gaze comes forward, walk or jump the feet to meet the hands, forward fold. This time, take the hands behind and then cross them through to the opposite shin. Slowly release the hands, feet come wide, back to Malasana. Hands come down to the mat. We're going to make our way into pigeon pose on the right side. So go ahead and take that right leg forward. Left leg brings it back. You can either stay up on the hands or come down to your forearms. Just make sure your hips are nice and stacked and you're not leaning to one side or the other. Go ahead and come up on the hands, bring that right leg back, and switch to the left. Making sure you're doing the same thing on this side that you did on the first side, so either staying up on the hands or coming down to the forearms. Go ahead and make your way back onto your hands and move into a tabletop position. As you guys know, we don't want to sink into our tabletop here, letting our shoulder blades collapse. We want to actively push through our hands and our legs, making a nice strong base, tucking your belly button towards your spine. We're going to make our way into a balance here, so take your right hand and your left leg and reach them out long. Making sure you're pushing through, don't sink into that hip either. Holding it for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release, make it in, make your way to the opposite side, left hand, right leg. Holding it here for 3, 2, and 1. Back to tabletop. Push it back into child's pose. Making your way back up to tabletop. Coming into that balancing pose again, right hand, left leg. If this was right for you, stay here. If you want some more, you're going to bend that left leg. Reach around, grabbing the foot on the inside, lifting that chest up nice and tall, getting a nice back bend here. Push the foot into the hand into the foot will help you balance. Slowly release. Making your way to your opposite side, left hand, right leg lifts. Again, stay here if this is right for you, or if you want some extra, bend that back leg, reach it around. Lifting that chest up nice and tall. Go ahead and release. We're going to make it a twist now. Threading the needle, inhale, lift the right arm, opening up the chest. Exhale, sweep it through onto the shoulders, sitting the hips back. Now you can stay here, or you can lift the left hand up and or bind it behind. On your next exhale, go ahead and release, pushing back up to tabletop, taking that counter stretch if you want it. Back to center. Inhale, lift the left arm up. Exhale, sweep it through onto the shoulder, hips come back. Make sure you do whatever you did on the last side on this side, whether it's staying here, lifting the arm, and or binding behind. Slowly release, making your way back up, taking that counter stretch if you want it. Good. We're going to make our way into a seated position once again. You're going to bring your legs in front of you. So sitting up nice and tall, go ahead and flex the feet. Remember that hook on top of your head, pulling you up, up, up. Shoulders are relaxed. Inhale, lift the arms. fold, try and grab the feet. If you cannot, the back of your legs are fine. Go ahead and release, slowly making your way up. We're going to take the left leg out, placing the bottom of your foot on the inner thigh. Keeping that right foot flexed. Bring your right arms forward. Reach forward as far as you can, like you're really reaching for something, and then when you physically can't reach anymore, then drop down and grab the leg. Slowly release. Switch the legs. Left leg goes out, right leg comes in. Turning towards that left leg, reaching as far as you can, forward, 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 and then when you can't go anymore, fold over. Slowly release. We're going to make our way onto our backs. Feet stay planted in the ground. Pull them close to the glutes. We're going to lift the hips up for a glute bridge. Grounding through our feet and our shoulders, lifting those hips, squeezing the glutes. Go ahead and slowly make your way back down. This time, you can either come back into a glute bridge, or if you have a wheel in your practice, feel free to take that here. When you're ready, go ahead and lift. Next exhale, slowly release. Supta Baddha Konasana, bottom of the feet come together, legs drop to the side, opening up these hips. Go ahead and bring those knees back together. Tuck them to your chest, rock side to side. Placing both feet on the ground again, we're going to make our way into a figure four on our back. So right foot stays down, left leg crosses over. Reach through that hole you just created, pulling your right leg in close to your body. Keep a nice flexed foot on both sides. If you want a little deeper, you could straighten that right leg for reclined pigeon. making your way onto the opposite side. Right leg crosses over, reaching through that hole you just created, keeping those feet nice and flexed. Go ahead and release. We're going to bring our knees to our chest again, this time letting them both drop to the left side, arms come out to a T position, palms facing the ceiling. Though your lower back lifts, you want to make sure your shoulder blades are connected to the ground the entire time. Look out at your right hand, and if you want a little extra, take that left hand on top of your legs. Go ahead and release, lifting the legs, drop them to the opposite side, looking out left hand, right leg places on top of the legs if you want that extra. Next, exhale, slowly release. Coming into one of our final poses, happy baby. We're going to lift the legs, reach through to the big toes, lifting the legs, rocking side to side. And release, making your way all the way down. Taking a final few poses if you need. And then stretching the legs all the way out, getting ready for Shavasana. Arms coming close to your sides, palms face the ceiling. If you'd like to grab anything to stay warm here, feel free to do so. And although you'll stay here, I'll be getting up. Go ahead and close your eyes here. Start to relax your breathing. Nice big inhales and big exhales. Start to be aware of all the sounds you can hear. The sound of my voice, the sound of your breathing, the sounds happening outside of whatever room you're in, and maybe even extending that if you can hear anything outside. Birds chirping, trains passing by, maybe a car. Start to become aware of every noise. Now we're going to start to drown them out. Starting out and working our way in. You can only hear what's inside your space. What's happening right outside your door. Start to let go of anything outside of your room. Now you can only hear my voice and your breath. Remember that this moment, this time is for you. So with every exhale, let your body sink a little deeper. Allow yourself to focus on your breath and only your breath. Feel yourself melting into your mat. The space where your body meets the floor starts to disappear. The space where your body meets the air starts to disappear. So it starts to feel weightless. We're going to count to 21 breaths on our own. Every inhale and exhale is 1. If you lose track, give yourself the grace to start back over at 1 without any judgment. If you have any thoughts come into your mind, allow them to be there, and then again, let them go without any judgment on yourself. Shavasana. After your 21 breaths, start to become more aware of your surroundings. Feel where your body meets the mat, where your body meets the air around you. Start to hear things other than your breath, letting my voice back in, the noises directly outside of your room, the noises outside of the building. Start to wiggle your fingers and toes. When you're ready, make your way onto your right side, hugging your knees into your chest one last time. If and when you're ready, make your way back to a seated position. Bringing your hands to heart center. The light in me honors the light in you. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste. Thank you to everyone who's been taking these classes virtually. Again, if you have any requests, feel free to let us know. You can send us a message on social media, our Facebook, our Instagram. You can send us an email, whatever works for you, but we are definitely open to ideas, and we cannot wait to see you guys soon. Bye, everyone.